Hey, Joe, we're back.
We are indeed back.
We have some amends to make for last season. It wasn't quite what we planned it to be, but we were a new team, and now I know Robert and Antonio quite well from Geek playing and a couple of Full Metal Classics with Robert. They definitely know their stuff, and I say I don't usually study for singles, but I've put some effort in for this match. I really have. I've had a week full of singles matches, so I'm in the zone. How you feeling, man?
I am feeling pretty good. Yeah, I've been really honing in. As I've said before, I've been trying to prove that I actually am at least competent in movies. I can do well on TV, but let's see if I can do well in movies, and I'm starting to focus in on that. So I think we're in a good position.
True. We've seen the Will for this. Will hasn't been kind to me a lot in singles, but I think this. I think everything.
This is a fun wheel to work with.
I think it's going to be a fun match. I think there's a lot to work with. I think we're in a good position. I'm looking. I think we're well prepped. Let's do this. Good luck, guys. But we're focused.
What's up, brother?
Playing hurt today. I don't feel great. So I'm here just to try to answer as much from my sickly brain as I can. But how are you doing today, sir?
I'm all right. I actually took this very seriously, man, because whenever we team up, man, I always want to make a statement. So, yeah, I love these Deep Cup movies for today.
Yep.
Just eager to make a name for ourselves. And, yeah, man, I hope you feel better. I'm sure even you playing hurt still be scary for these guys. So,
yeah, I mean, we know the Joes. The Joes are good people. Yep. But I think in terms of regular movie trivia, I think our talent in this case will trump. Even no matter how we're feeling, we're coming. This is God mode right now. We're coming to take this league by storm. We've done it in other places. We're ready to do it here.
Yep.
Let's get it going.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Full Metal Singles, or Teams this time. Sorry, the debut of Full Metal Teams this year. I'm new at this. Give me a break.
Do you want to cause the editors a bit of work and want to try that again?
Okay, so that's how it's gonna be.
Really
it's the first Teams one. You don't want to go, hi, welcome to Full Metal Singles. Oh, wait, no.
All right, yeah, sure. Yeah, fuck it. I don't care. Yeah, let's do it again.
Son of a bitch!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the season premiere of Full Metal Teams. I am your host and head question writer, Jake Meltzer, and graciously joining me from across the pond, it is my dear friend, Tony Heald. Tony, how are you? How are you today?
I'm doing excellent. It's a lovely Friday. We're recording this on, so I got a wonderful day of just doing absolutely nothing. So, which is always fun. But this is going to be an interesting match. We've got two teams here with a lot of promise on show.
Yeah, absolutely. In one corner we have Average Joes, composing of Joe Harrison and Joe Fairley. We saw them last year. They had a match, didn't quite go their way, but we know these two are capable players. And then on the other side, we have a debut team, God Mode, comprised of Antonio Chavez and Robert Kastner. I know both of these gentlemen quite well because Robert is a faction mate and Antonio has beaten me elsewhere, so in singles. So they are a very formidable team, so I think this is going to be a really exciting match. And without further ado, what's up?
I was just going to say, absolutely, it's going to be an interesting match. So the Joes played last season. They are on one, but the team that they lost against, one half of them is now a part of Schmodown, so that's pretty good for them. That's not a bad person to lose to. And I'm not sure I can't remember if Rob played last season, but I know Antonio did. And his partner went to the Schmodown. And the team that beat them in the tournament, one half of them went to Schmodown, the other one retired. No one's ever heard of whatever happened to that twat.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened to that twat.
Never. But no, this is going to be interesting. The Average Joes got the experience. God Mode coming in with two talented players in God Mode. But we've seen it before where teams, where you have those two players that go, oh, these two should do X, Y, Z. Just don't click. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can click when the game light is on.
Yeah, absolutely. So now I will introduce these two teams. Coming into the ring first with a record of 0 wins and 1 defeat, it is Joe Harrison and Joe Fairley. It is the Average Joes. And their opponents making their Full Metal Team's debut, it is Antonio the Assassin Chavez and Robert the Ghost Kastner. It is God mode. All right, Tony, do you care to read them the rules for round number 1?
Absolutely. Okay, so every competitor gets 8 questions from 8 different categories. For each question, they'll have 15 seconds to write an answer down. After time is up, competitors will show what they have written down and say what they wrote. The correct answer is worth 1 point, and if competitor answers all 8 correct answers, if the competitor answers all 8 questions correctly, they will receive a bonus question. I can't read.
That's okay. But anyway, so let's get started with this match. If all the competitors are ready to go, I will read the first question, which comes in the category of animated. Who voices 22 in Soul? And Tony, I know you weren't a huge fan of this movie, mainly because it beat a movie you preferred at the Oscars.
Wolfwalkers is one of the best films. It's European Ghibli. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, let's go to Robert first.
I think this has a short on Disney Plus now. Tina Fey.
And Joe Farrelly,
Tina Fey.
Antonio,
Tina Fey.
and Joe Harrison.
Tina Fey.
Clean sweep to start the match. That is correct. So, Tony, care to read question number 2?
Absolutely. Okay, for question 2, we are going over to the world of dramas. So, your question. In The Devil's Advocate, before going to work at John Milton's firm in New York, Kevin Lomax is a practicing lawyer in which U.S. state?
I just watched this movie for the first time like 2 or 3 days ago.
Mhm.
This movie is bonkers.
In a good way, hopefully.
Yes, in a good way for the most part. It was on my list for a long time, but yeah,
2,
Al Pacino's
1.
name is John Milton. Great.
it is. All right,
Okay.
so we will go to Farrelly first.
California.
Antonio
Florida.
and Harrison
Wyoming.
and Robert.
Yeah, Keanu had a weird panhandle accent. Florida.
Florida is correct. So God mode both getting that one. So we will move on to question number 3. It was briefly mentioned a little bit earlier, but the category is Oscars. What was the most recent year? There were only 5 nominees for Best Picture, and I'm looking for the year of the ceremony.
When was the last year there were 5 good movies nominated for the Oscars?
Well, 5, I don't know. I remember 2017, there were 4 great ones.
5.
Get Out, Dunkirk, Phantom
2,
Thread, Lady Bird.
1.
Hands down. All right, so we will start with Antonio.
Yes, 2005.
And Joe Harrison.
I put 2011.
Robert.
Put 08.
Joe Farrelly.
One bit later, 2015.
Robert was the closest. It was 2009 was the year of the ceremony.
Oh my God, you said the ceremony. Fuck.
I did say the year of the ceremony. Yeah.
Son of a bitch. I knew it.
That
They expanded it because of the Dark Knight. That's what I remember.
Yeah.
Damn it.
So that is the perfect rounds now gone for God mode. So it's 42 as we go to your 4th question in the world of comedies. The score is now 4-0. Good day.
Don't blame him for that.
It's a
Alright,
2-point
4-1.
deficit. All right, your question in the world of comedy. The climax of 1988's The Naked Gun takes place at what type of event? Have you ever been involved with a naked gun?
Not a naked gun per se.
5, 4,
I won't
3,
elaborate further. This is a family show.
1. That's why I counted down to stop you.
All right, we will go to Joe Harrison first.
Baseball game.
And Robert.
I also said baseball game.
And Joe Farrelly.
Baseball game.
Antonio.
Damn. Oh no, baseball game.
Clean sweep baseball game is correct.
Keeping that 2-point lead.
And question 5 comes in the category of action adventure. Who directed 1995's Mortal Kombat?
Mortal
Obviously.
Kombat.
Do you see the new one?
No, it's not over here yet.
I
Oh,
know.
that's right.
Rich.
What? What a
I know.
travesty.
3.
Yeah,
Two.
they don't get HBO Max
One.
and across the pond. It's weird. All right, so we are back up top with Robert
Paul W.S. Anderson.
and Joe Farrelly,
Paul W.S. Anderson.
Antonio,
Paul W.S. Anderson.
and Joe Harrison.
I put John C. Riley.
That would be something. The correct answer is Paul W.S. Anderson, the second best Anderson. I'm going to see myself out now. Tony, question 6, please.
Question 6 is coming of age / teen. Your question. In Dead Poets Society, Neil performs the staging of which Shakespearean play? So if Paul W.S. Anderson is your second favorite Anderson, which is your first?
Paul Thomas Anderson, not even close. I love him. I was mainly just doing that to drag Wes a little bit because not a
2.
huge fan, but
1.
he is actually better. All right, so we are on question 6. So with that, we'll go to Joe Farrelly.
Hamlet.
Antonio
I overthought. I said Taming of the Shrew.
and Joe Harrison
I started writing A Midsummer's Night Dream.
and Robert.
I said Othello.
I can't give it to you, Joe, because you didn't write the whole thing,
Yeah.
but it is A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Okay.
Yeah, I should have used a repeat. My bad.
I'm sorry. All right, so
Please hands on screen for everyone.
yeah. So question 7 comes in the category of scores and soundtracks. Which composer did the scores for all 3 Night at the Museum films?
I really like this franchise.
I've only seen the first one. Not really. I probably should go back to it because
Some fun.
yeah. Well, so is Mortal Kombat,
2. 1.
the new one.
up.
All right. So Antonio, we will go to you,
Michael Giacchino.
and Joe Harrison,
Blankboard didn't have anything.
and Robert,
Said Graham Revell.
and Joe Farrelly.
David Arnold.
Dirty sweep, all incorrect. We're looking for the composer for Back to the Future franchise, Alan Silvestri.
Cool. I get it.
Yeah, have so slightly different films than the Museum Back to the Future. All right, we now move on to so it's score is 8-5 as we go now to your final question in this round. There are no perfect rounds, so this to be playing for. So your question is in plot summary. Name the 2010s film. In a dystopian near future, single people are taken to the hotel, where they are required to find a romantic partner in 45 days or are transformed into animals.
Hey, Tony, you think you'd be able to find a romantic partner in 45 days these days?
Can I get a technical repeat? You cut. The only thing I heard was romantic partner 45 days.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, technical repeat. So, name the 2010s film. In a dystopian near future, single people are taken to the hotel where they are required to find romantic partners in 45 days or are transformed into animals.
So you think you can do it, Tony? Find a romantic partner in 45 days and not be transformed into an animal?
Post-pandemic, hell yeah. I got Game Boy. 5,
You have a Game Boy?
2, 1.
Retro.
Okay, I will go to I'll go to Robert for this one.
Directed by a cool guy, Yorgos Lanthimos, The Lobster.
Very cool guy. Joe Farrelly.
The Lobster.
Antonio?
The Lobster.
And Joe Harrison.
I put Hotel Artemis.
The Lobster is correct. As we come to the end of round number 1, what's the score? I'm not keeping track. I'm sorry.
Scores on door, it is 10-6 to God mode.
Okay. All right. So now we will move into round number 2, which is the wheel round. Tony, would you care to read them the rules for round number 2?
Yeah, absolutely. So the leading team will decide to go first or second. The playing going first will bet on either red or black. We will respond and it will land on either a category or a color. If a color is spun, the team with the corresponding color will choose a category for themselves or their opponent. If a category is spun, the team spinning can choose to take it or respin. If they respin, they will have to stick with whatever category the wheel lands on. From the category, the competitors receive 6 questions worth 2 points each. Multiple choice is available, reducing the point value to 1 point, and opponents can steal the points available if the question is answered incorrectly.
All right. And the categories for this match are horror thriller, directors, comedy. They did that one other movie, which I'll explain if you get it. Scores and soundtracks, Saoirse Ronan, Alfred Hitchcock, NYC movies, movies in New York City, animated movies, Denzel Washington, and Average Joe's strength of James Bond, and God Mode's strength of the Rocky franchise, as well as Red or Black. So, God Mode, you
Awesome
guys
game.
are in the lead. Oh, you do have a Game Boy. That's good. So, God Mode, you guys are in the lead. Would you guys like to go first or second?
We talked about it. How are you feeling right
I was
now?
gonna say, you still sticking? You feel like sticking with the game plan?
Sure, why not?
All right, let's go. Let's go first then.
All right, we're gonna go first.
All right. So, with that, you guys want red or black?
I'll leave it up to you.
Let's say black.
All right. God Mode is chosen black. So, if we can bring up the wheel.
Absolutely.
And, ooh, different colors. All right. So, give it a spin.
Oh, no, I did it roulette colors because red and black.
At least I know which one horror thriller is.
Sure enough,
Horror
it
thriller?
lands on horror thriller.
Yeah. What do you think? It's not bad.
It's not bad. I don't know. What do you feel like we're gonna get more thriller than horror?
I'm not sure. Like, we're up 4 points, so it's okay. Maybe if we take a risk and take it. But if you want to spin again, I'm cool with it too.
I say we spin it again. Just to.
You want to spin it
Yeah,
again? All right.
yeah.
Cool. We'll spin it again. That's fine.
All right. And we'll spin it again here, and you guys will be stuck with whatever you get, unless, of course, it lands on horror thriller again. So,
okay.
sure enough,
Thing
they
we don't
did that one other movie. Okay, so basically how this works, you'll kind of see as you go along, but it's basically you get like character names in place of the actors, and you have to sort of make the connections.
Okay.
So with that, you'll kick
For
on.
example,
Yeah.
for
like-
example,
you have an
if they asked Fantastic Mr. Fox directed the guy from La La Land in this political thriller, Fantastic Mr. Fox, George Clooney, guy from La La Land, Ryan Gosling, Ison March.
Yeah.
Used this category FPTL before.
That is not a question, so no free points
was-
for you.
No, that was a question from
I'm
FPTL.
assuming it's okay. We ask for clarification sometimes in case we get a little bit, thrown off.
Okay. Tony, do you want to read them the questions for this one?
Sure.
And I'll read Average Joe's questions.
Absolutely. So they did that one of the movie. Your first question in this category. John McClane, Hudson Hawk, and Corbin Dallas played which character in Sin City?
John Hartigan. I
Yeah.
believe is his name.
Go ahead. Bill. Go ahead.
John Hartigan. Final answer.
That is
Thank you,
correct.
sir. Final answer.
Okay. Now I get it.
Get it.
I get it.
I figured it out. Hooray.
Hey,
Light it up.
that's a different team. You're going.
Yeah, different team.
It's true.
There you go. Second question. Yoda and Miss Piggy directed Kevin Kline in which 90s film?
Oh, I got this. In and Out. Final answer.
In and Out is correct.
Oh, sorry, I knew that. I love that movie.
No, if you know it, shoot it off.
Right.
Sorry, don't listen to me.
Right.
Your third question. Rooney Mara and Claire Foy were originally Noomi Rapace for which fictional hacker/investigator?
Is this the character we need?
Yeah.
Lisbeth Salander. Lisbeth Salander, final answer.
It was a character that you needed, and that is correct.
Okay.
Yeah, I went through for a second too. No worries.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Millennium Trilogy. I was gonna say whatever.
Right.
I had 8 things I wanted to say, but whatever.
All right, your fourth question. Russell Crowe, Sean Connery, and Brian Bedford were replaced by what actor in 2018?
Do you hear a repeat on this?
Yeah, I think I need a repeat.
Right.
Okay, we're gonna do a repeat. Please.
Repeat.
First repeat. Russell Crowe, Sean Connery, and Brian Bedford were replaced by what actor in 2018?
You want to just go multiple, just in case?
Yeah, because nothing's coming to mind. So
Yeah.
multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
Okay, your multiple choice options is A. Jay Courtney, B. Ansel Elgort, C. Theo James, or D. Taron Egerton?
Oh, I think it's Taron Egerton.
Oh, for Robin Hood. It's for
Robin
Robin
Hood,
Hood. You're right. Go ahead.
So Taron Egerton, final answer.
For 1 point.
Good
That's
job,
correct.
bud.
Threw me off.
Everyone's favorite film series, the Robin Hood series.
Right.
Okay, your next question, your penultimate question in this round. Amanda Waller, and Betty Shabazz had the Best Actress nomination for which film?
Isn't this What's Love Got to Do with it? Because this is
Yeah.
Angela
This is
Bassett, so it's
Angela Bassett. So yeah, I would say that one. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. What's Love Got to Do with it? Final answer.
I'm sorry, we can only accept that answer if you do it in form of song.
What's love got to do with it?
So you get
That's
3
correct.
points.
You get what you pay for.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, you do.
All right, and your final question in this round. Who directed themselves in the 2019 reboot after mentoring Katniss Everdeen and fighting against Zordon's team?
Elizabeth Banks. I'm pretty sure this is because it's talking about Charlie's Angels,
Yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah, go with it. Yeah.
right? Fighting Zordon's team. It's got to be Elizabeth Banks, right?
Elizabeth Banks, yeah. So go
Elizabeth
ahead.
Banks. Final answer.
Elizabeth Banks is correct.
Charlie's Angels. Get me off.
So
Perfect.
with
Round.
that, I believe so they went 11 for 12 in that round, so that puts them up to 21, I believe, 21-6. So let's bring up the wheel for Average Joe's.
Good,
To see
Joe.
if
Some work to do.
avoid the knockout here.
Sorry, my computer's just running a tiny bit slow. As my computer decides to not do anything, just quickly, Fish Stage Productions is still available online. Go there.
We're cutting this part.
Fuck you. Okay, so the wheel is up for Average Joe. So your first spin is in.
Ooh.
And it lands on scores and soundtracks.
How are you feeling about this one?
It's not bad, but I think we can definitely. I think we should spin again. I think there's
That's what I was leaning towards too.
at least half of that wheel. I think is what I would consider strong. This is in the middle, so I think we should definitely go with. Yeah, let's go with a respin.
So we spin. NYC.
Ooh.
An Amaru special.
I'm ready to too.
He didn't write this one, but yeah. So Average Joe's, you will be getting the category of New York City movies. So question 1: in Taxi Driver, who portrays the character Wizard?
Do you have a name coming to you at all?
I do, but maybe it might be safe as a multiple choice just to be safe.
All right, yeah, multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A. Harvey Keitel, B. Peter Boyle, C. Albert Brooks, or D. Joe Pesci.
Harvey Keitel is what I'm going. Is what came to my head first.
Yeah, let's go with it then.
Harvey Keitel, final answer.
That is incorrect. So God Mode with a chance to 1 point steal. Your options again are A, Harvey Keitel, B, Peter Boyle, C, Albert Brooks, or D, Joe Pesci.
It's you got it.
Is it Albert Brooks?
No, it's Peter Boyle.
Peter Boyle, that's right.
Peter
Right.
Boyle, final answer.
That is correct for the 1 point steal.
No, brother.
Okay, so with that, question 2 in New York City movies. In The Devil Wears Prada, Miranda Priestley is the editor-in-chief of what magazine?
I want to say Vogue. Do you have anything else coming to you?
No.
Right.
All right, want to just go
For repeat.
Vogue, final answer.
That is incorrect. So God Mode with a chance for a 2 point steal.
Oh,
Is it like it's a real magazine? It's
No,
not.
it's not a real magazine.
What do you want to say? The first thing that came to my mind was like Runway, but I don't think that's right. But I don't really have a guess.
You
So
know, go Runway. I just feel like it begins with C, but whatever.
Runway, final answer.
For 2 points, that is correct.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
it came
No
to me 2
way!
seconds
Yeah.
after.
That's hey, I told you, man.
That came from somewhere. I don't even.
Yeah, all right, good. I thought it began with C, but all right, I'm
All right, question 3. In Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, what is the name of the famous hotel that Kevin McAllister stays in?
It's the Plaza, final answer.
That is correct for a big 2 points for average.
Sorry,
Joe.
Joe. I just
I knew it too. I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I knew it. Yeah.
All right, question 4. On which bridge in New York do Spider-Man and the Green Goblin face off at the end of 2002's Spider-Man?
I do know what it is, and I can't remember the name. Goddamn New York bridges.
All right. Yeah. Want multiple choice then?
Yeah, multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, the Queensboro Bridge, B, the Brooklyn Bridge, C, the Williamsburg Bridge, or D, the Verrazano Bridge.
Queensboro.
If you're confident, let's go with it.
Queensboro, final answer.
For 1 point. All right. Your penultimate question. What is the name of the song that Radio Raheem plays on his radio throughout the film Do the Right Thing?
It's so long since I watched this.
And I believe you guys need to hit this.
Yeah, and we have to
Just
for 2, I believe.
5, 3, 2.
Want to repeat?
All right, that's your first repeat. What is the name of the song that Radio Raheem plays on his radio throughout the film Do the Right Thing?
I got something, but I might be confusing it with a different scene.
What do you have?
Fight the Power.
Let's go with it then.
Fight the
Right.
Power, final answer.
For 2 huge points, and your winners, Robert Kastner, Antonio Chavez, by way of knockout, God Mode with the win. So with that, we will go to post-match interviews. So let's start with our second place finishers, Average Joes. So if you put guys in the back. Guys, that was a tough match. They got a category in round 2 that they just went crazy in. They got 11 out of 12. So it was going to take a big effort to come back, but you guys did well in round 1. You guys did get some good questions in round 2. It just wasn't quite enough. But how are you guys feeling?
Annoyed, to be honest. I knew the Queensboro Bridge. I just couldn't remember the name of the bridge. It's annoying because I know that the first battle between Lizard and Spider-Man takes place on the Williamsburg Bridge and the Amazing Spider-Man off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But didn't know. And again, Runway came to me 2 seconds after he said final answer, which was frustrating. But the taxi driver one, yeah, I knew. And obviously, listing a load of the actors that are in it, I just thought Wizard was Harvey Keitel, just the wrong character. But these things happen. I think, we were only 3 points behind at the end. The end of round one, it was a deficit we could have made up. It was just a few errors cost us.
Yep, few errors in round two. Kind of, it's what happens. I should have burned a repeat to write down Midsummer Night's Dream. We would have still been in it. Could have answered the 6 and then just play from behind in round 3, which would have been doable. But yep, just didn't. I didn't utilize a repeat properly, and it got to us.
So going back to that wheel, was there anything on that wheel that you were looking, apart from your strength, that you were looking for? Like, oh yeah, I was 100%.
Denzel, even their strength, Rocky, absolutely.
Yep. Like most of that strength was very. There were only 2 slices that we said were kind of iffy, and there were a few slices, and we ended on one of the kind of iffier slices. Is all that happened.
All right, so you guys are 0-2 now, but I think you guys can still. I think you guys will get another match. Is there anybody out? Are there any teams out there that you're looking at that you guys would want to play?
None that I've seen yet, but at this point, I think we'll give us a match and
give us a match.
Give us a match.
Unfortunately, not up to me, but if I have anything to say about it, I will pass it along to Jay. But it was a tough break today, but I hope to see you guys back because we all think you guys are awesome. So
we think you're awesome. We think you're awesome, Jay.
Nobody says that to me, not even Tony.
So.
All right, so with that, we will bring in our winners today, Robert and Antonio. Guys, dominant performance today, opening your Full Metal Team's career with a knockout. Obviously, you guys were absolutely lights out in round 2. How'd you guys feel going into that category, not really knowing what to expect?
I like going into unknown categories a little bit because that makes me think that they're newer. So there might be a little bit of give with how the questions go.
Sure.
So once you explained it, Mixmaster Jake, I was very excited by how it is that it went. And honestly, when we were going through, I was doing the math in my head over here, and I was like, "Are we up like 15 with 2 questions left?"
Right.
I don't know if they could come back, but I didn't want to say anything in case I was wrong. But
yeah, that was my bad. I should have had my whiteboard next to me keeping score.
No, you're good. No, I think this is good. We were copacetic. We were right in sync with each other. We got the same questions right in round 1. But this was a good match for us because we picked each other up very well. And I don't know how I got the runway question right. I think I heard that in a match
Right.
like a year and a half ago, and it stuck somewhere in there, fortunately, because that was really the difference. If I don't get that, then we probably have to go to round 3, which is fine because I used up a lot of time watching round 3 movies and we didn't even get to.
That's my only regret. We didn't get to
the only regret
questions. And I'm like, and also not getting New York City movies. I'm like, honestly, I didn't know that was gonna be a category, but I was like, I mean, I saw it before, but I was like, I hope that category comes back because obviously being from New York, I was like, oh my god.
I was about to say, kind of a bit of an unfair advantage there. The person with the New York Knicks hat on,
right? But otherwise, yeah. Listen, this match is just a small indicator of what we can do. Like, we've knocked out people in other leagues, but I know we can just get even better. So I'm glad that me and him were able to team up in here, and I know that we're going to be a force to be reckoned with. So I'm glad to make this statement win.
So this being your first win in Full Metal, are there any teams out there that you're looking at that like are establishing Full Metal that you like? You want them as your next target, or
anybody that comes to mind?
There's really just anyone really.
No, like there's not anybody I can think of who's 1-0 right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, and a lot of the teams that I'm thinking of are highly established. Have been in for a while, and I think we need to play up the ladder a little bit.
Call them out. Just call them out. Just shoot your shot. Why not?
What team is Rosario part of?
Yeah.
Full reverse Wild Stallions. They called out a team that hasn't even played yet after they won the title.
I would call him out. I want to play him so badly. It's not nothing personal. I just want to play him badly. So in other words, whatever team he's a part of, I need to take him down.
There we go.
Fair enough.
All right. Congratulations, guys, on a great win to start off your Full Metal Team's career. So can take those guys out. Tony, thoughts on the match?
Yeah, it was a really good match. Both teams did well. It's just for the second time, average shows just got completely screwed by the wheel. Just like their luck for it's like just never ends up well for them on that side, and just one day it'll kick off and just like they'll get a good wheel spin and they're off like the clappers.
Yeah, I really do feel for them because I know, I know from other competition, like how capable the players they are. I know I've seen Joe Farrelly in particular, and I faced off against him in another league where he had to flex his singles muscle, and he did really well. Haven't seen Harrison play singles as much, but I think
they're both good players. It's just sometimes just bad luck and just like playing a team like Gummo who like prove that they're a very dominant team. They what was it? They only dropped 5 points that entire game. There was 2 questions in round one and going multiple choice once in round 2. That is a dominant performance from any team. Getting 24 points in less than 2 rounds is incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. Like whoever they play, be scared, be afraid, be very afraid. These guys are nasty. So we will wrap this up for Joe, for Robert, for Antonio, for Tony. I am Jake Meltzer. This has been another episode of Full Metal Teams.